3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Welcome to the channel. I am Matt the Lizard, your guide in this adventure and exploration. Today, we're going to do a little bit of exploring at Phillips Inlet, adjacent to Camp Helen State Park, which we've already done a video on. And we're going to explore a little trail that goes down here for the kayaks. Remember, stay seated inside the video until it comes to a complete stop. All right, you're going to want to watch this one all the way to the end. All right, let's go. This is the kayak launch. I paid the $4 entrance fee, which is kind of on the honor system. It says that the North Trail is 1.8 miles total, and it's marked as easiest. So that's just my speed. All right, let's go take a cruise down here and see what it looks like. Through the trees, you can hear the traffic noise. That's US 98. To the left, it's heading out of the county. We're almost on the Bay County, Walton County line. To the right, it heads into Panama City Beach. That's a nice little paved trail, shady. Hopefully the traffic noise is not picked up too much by the microphone. I have never been down here. There's an informative sign referring to the Florida having an aquifer here. You can freeze on that if you want to read all that. Okay. Continuing further down. My guess is that to the right is the kayak launch, and to the left is a little trail that somebody told me about that I do want to explore. Straight ahead, that body of water is Lake Powell, which drains into the Gulf of Mexico through Phillips Inlet. That's where we're gonna go a little bit later in the video. So there's a nice little gazebo here for getting your gear together. And I would guess that's probably the kayak launch. Yes. Now there is a woods trail that goes this way that heads up towards the cabins at Camp Helen. You can see the lake here. And just something to be respectful of is this here. You see this sign? Warning you, alligators. Anywhere in Florida that's a water source like this can have an alligator. I mean, they really don't want to mess with you, but they have been known to attack humans, as it says on the sign. I always give them plenty of room. This is kind of a neat little beach down here. So I guess if you have a kayak, you can come over here, launch your kayak, and go all around. Oh man, there's a plastic bag in the water. I don't have my grabber, or I would get it. Up above is US 98. Traffic noise is gonna probably be kind of loud. It'll get amplified under here. I've never been under here. I didn't know you could go under here. Water's super clear. Which is interesting considering this morning I got awakened by a very loud boom about 4:45. I thought it was a transformer blowing. I guess it was lightning strike. And right here, you've got both sets of lanes for US 98. That's a great shot right there. It's kind of a peaceful spot down here. Really neat. We're on the north side of Lake Powell here. They're hitting something like an expansion joint up there. Thump thump. It is so nice that this is all paved all the way here. Even with all the rain we had this morning, it's super nice out. The weather is perfect. It's about 73 degrees. Good morning. Here's another informative sign. I think it's very similar to the other sign at the other end of the trail. Among the rarest lakes in the world, Florida's largest coastal dune lake. You can see all the woods here. Another gazebo. I want a nice little trail. Water's so still out there. If I had a kayak, I'd be out there doing it. I heard some movement out in the water. I think it was a fish. Jumped out. You can see all the traffic going across the bridge. I think they used to have a ferry here a long time ago. And after the rain, it smells so good out here. It kind of smells like those things that my wife plugs in the wall. Fresh mist, driftwood. So they did good here. I don't know how they matched those plug-ins that she has, but they did a good job over here. You can see all the housing. Something that's kind of interesting right here. If you can see that little pier, close to there is what I believe to be one of the only cemeteries in Panama City Beach on this side of the St. Andrews Bay. It was rural enough here when we first moved to this area that Panama City Beach actually didn't have a high school. There was no hospital here. They are building one currently. We have a couple of like emergency rooms, quick clinics and stuff like that, but no hospital. On its way though. There's no rail service here. Panama City Beach, because of the way the Army Corps of Engineers constructed it, around it for the intercoastal waterway, is technically an island completely surrounded by water. You can't enter or leave Panama City Beach without crossing water of some kind. So that's kind of cool. But there's also no cemeteries here, or at least none that I know of, except for across there. And I would have to find out where it's at. I'm having trouble finding on the map where it is. When I know exactly where it is, I will do a video over there. And if you know of any cemeteries that would allow filming without me trespassing, you know, nothing private on private land or anything like that, put it down in the comments. Let me know. All right, we're gonna continue down the trail here. Wow, this is so scenic. Now, I bet certain times of the year and certain times of the day, close to dusk, given the vegetation and the water, the no-see-ums and mosquitoes will probably eat you up. But I'm not being bothered right now. There's magnolia trees growing there. Some Spanish moss on the oaks. Lots of scrub palmettos. I don't know what these are. You think those are strawberries? No, I better not. I mean, look at that. Totally unspoiled. Sans the traffic noise. You don't see any signs of civilization here. And you do need this. There's another informative sign. Few areas in the world known to have coastal dune lakes: New Zealand, Australia, Madagascar, and the Gulf Coast of Florida. Modern land use practices have placed these bodies of water in great peril. Yeah, that's important. And I'm not the world's biggest environmentalist, but you do have to leave a little room for nature, because we're part of nature too. Look at that. Brackish water, partially salt water, partially fresh water. I don't know much about fishing. I have been fishing on this lake, never really caught anything, but had fun anyway. It looks like there was a former trail here. I had heard that there's a trail that goes all the way around the lake. Like you can traverse the entire circumference of Lake Powell without getting your feet wet. But I would say it looks like they have said, don't do that, please. So we're going to follow that. Kind of wish I could get closer without trespassing or going outside the boundary, because there's like something weird in the water out there. Probably a stick. All right. Continuing up. Another boundary sign. These are probably like animal trails, or maybe they were historically used as footpaths, and they're trying to preserve things the way they are. And in summertime, the shade in here would be amazing. Another gazebo for sitting. Another informative sign. We'll get a close-up of that sign. If you want to read it, you can pause. Resort development began in the 40s and continued until 1987. That's Camp Helen. That's what they're talking about. Mounds from 4,000 years ago indicate human occupation. Yeah, of course. Because all the good fishing, I bet. Well, this is kind of cool. I had no idea this whole trail was back here. I'll be honest, I wouldn't be this adventurous if it was a little bit colder. I've been kind of not feeling the best lately. And if this was a sand trail, I'd be tired. I wonder if it does some kind of loop. There was some people who came out of here, so I don't know where else you would go in other than where I parked at Camp Helen. I'm gonna say it is kind of nice to have these little rest stops along the way so you can sit in the shade, catch your breath if needed, or just relax. And it's like, how much further do I want to go? Oh, that's stops. And it continues this way. Another informative sign. If you want to pause, you can read that. They call it a priceless outdoor classroom. I agree. Let's see what else. I'm not sure about where the end of the trail is, but I think that's part of the fun of it. Unless I end up in California or something. Hear a few birds. I gotta say, I'm amazed. It's not very buggy at all. I didn't see any signs about bicycles being allowed or prohibited. So I guess it'd be a nice place to bring a bike. Oh no, did I reach the end of the trail? Perhaps? No? It's a nice little wooden bridge. There's a little creek here. Leads out, or leads from Lake Powell. Leads down there. And then going further into the woods, there's a sign here that says there's a 1 mile loop. I might just take a peek down there. I don't think I'm gonna go that way. Oh, native plant self-guided tour. That's kind of nice and informative. They said the whole trail was 1.8 miles. So if this is a 1 mile loop, that means that part that I just walked was 8/10 of a mile. If my math is correct. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go too much further. Something to explore on another day. But it's kind of neat still. You know, I've said this before, and I'll probably say it again. If you want to get to know a town, city, neighborhood, whatever, get out of your vehicle. Go walk around. You will learn things that you've driven past and how cool they are. Every town, I'm sure, has something unique to offer. Even the bleakest industrial town probably has a green space that's kind of neat. So give it a shot. Put down in the comments what your favorite place is where you live. Even if it's a small park or some kind of unknown gem. I'm gonna walk back out. So now that I think about those people I passed, they probably did the same thing as me. They parked where I did. They walked up here and then walked back down. We'll make that for a video for another day. Go check out the trail. I had some proper footwear. Snake boots. This is really nice. What a great little spot that I never knew about. It almost looks like here where the T in the road was, that they were considering extending the trail. Well, maybe they're waiting for some funding from the state. Or maybe on occasion they bring service vehicles down here and they need somewhere to park. That's cool. It's right behind me. All right. We're gonna head back. Definitely. More magnolias. When those bloom, they smell really good. The big white flowers you see. Well, apparently I spoke too soon about the mosquitoes. I stopped for a minute and they found me. So we're gonna get out of here. There have been some bear activity lately in this part of town. I don't know what I'd do if I encountered a bear. Play dead? Is that what they say to do? Run? Climb a tree? Oh, I know. You outrun your friend. Oh, I'm here by myself. Good, good morning.
Get some good photos?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Well, that was cool. He scared me at first. Look at that stunning vista that opens up as you come around the curve here. That's just amazing. Strange that nobody's on a boat. It's a Sunday. A lot of people are off work. I mean, just look at that. Isn't that awesome? What a great underrated spot. I'm gonna come out here a lot. I lived here almost 30 years. I mean, I was vaguely aware that they had something out here. Never really explored like this. One thing I do like, it's so quiet. Once again, at this hour of the morning, I'm the loudest thing out here. But I think I would hear any animals coming my way, be it gators, bears, or anything like that. Hopefully. I'm kind of in the middle ground. I'm not super streetwise. And I'm not a country boy either. Look at that. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? Fish jumping. Coming back under the US 98 bridge. Concrete and steel span. This is interesting, this big bluff here. It's an ancient sand dune leading down to the water. Somebody's using a little trail here. Animal or man. It's interesting, they have a gate here to kind of close it off, I guess, from vehicular traffic. Couple people fishing. You guys having any luck? No. No?
Nothing yet.
Man, this is really a great little spot. I saw that floating in the water. I thought it might have been a reptilian friend. Just look at that. Isn't that awesome? I'm gonna probably take this little trail here that heads to, I think, another kayak launch. We're getting closer to the Gulf of Mexico on the south side of 98. I debated about going this way this morning when I was planning things out. Not that I really planned. And I thought I'd just go this side rather than go down by the beach. This might get me closer to the actual Phillips Inlet, our goal. Like that, that's a cool sign. Baked enamel. Cable crossing, probably referring to power. That sign's been up there a while. I don't really see any cables, so I wonder if the sign has been outmoded, or they could be buried. There's a squirrel friend. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Oh, you're not too afraid. Okay, I just talked to one of the park rangers here, and they indicated that this was a better way to go through St. Camp Helen. I don't know if I'm gonna call it St. Helen. All right, so we're gonna go, even though we've been here before, so I'm not gonna do too much filming through here, but you can kind of see the parking lot. Entrance is down there to your left. Where he's parked is the kayak trail that goes under and across. And then right through here, we're getting close to the entrance of Phillips Inlet. Well, I went down the same trail and to the rubber matting. There was a big gap here, and we're headed towards the beach. And as we hit the beach, I'm gonna veer to the left and get to Phillips Inlet. I almost made it last time. I was just running low on time. But I will say, this whole park is nice. There's all these little sit-down spots. Probably next time I'll go explore up there. See what's going on. It is beautiful here. It's paradise. And just across the road, you know, a lot of the vegetation is different. I think our end goal lies ahead. Just got to go down this trail. Can't cross the dunes, of course. But I believe that's it. At first, I thought this might be it. This is just another remnants of a coastal dune lake, and it is marked pretty carefully not to disturb it. But across there, I won't cross the closed signs. That is Phillips Inlet. And I think they say it's about 65 feet wide on average, probably depending on tide and rainfall. Look at that angry Gulf of Mexico. I don't know if small boats can get through there or not. There's a sign. I don't know. We'll have to get a little bit closer to figure out. I'm gonna have to go down here to the beach and turn and go down. There's a few people got their feet in there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting kind of warm out here. Considering it's the end of December. Sorry to all you northern folks out there, but this is great December weather. You can see some houses across the way there. Looking on the map, at least some of those are still in Bay County. They have Panama City Beach addresses. So I'm not really sure, like, because the county line is here, but I think because you drive back beyond into the county line, might not be a straight line or geographical. I don't know. Here's another great view of it. Natural erosion, I guess. Really hard to tell on the map the size of that. We get a little closer, we'll be able to guess. Possibly using my rudimentary skills to see how far away it is. But we're almost there. And you thought you were going to get away from a beach warning flag sign. Currently at red flag, which means knee deep is too deep. Double red flag means the water's closed to the public. Yellow, medium hazard. Green, you'll almost never see. Purple means stinging marine life. No lifeguard on duty. And rip currents. 2 Olympic swimmers. 4 escaping. And 1 watching. Can't beat that rip current. And these are anti-bird spikes. I guess they had a problem with birds sitting on there and doing bad things. First time I've seen that on a county sign. Let's see further down the beach. Head into Walton County, the Gulf of Mexico. All right, we're gonna actually head right to the inlet. You know, considering I didn't see too many people on the nature trail, if you look behind me, you can see all the people here fishing. A lot of people are off on school break. People are down here enjoying the water. And where I think that they do allow motorized boats to come through here, if you can do it, is because there's a sign that says slow speed, no wake. Now you're not going to really put that up if somebody's driving just a kayak. I see. Here's where the inlet meets the Gulf of Mexico. Pretty shallow. We'll go down to the water and check it out. And here it is. Phillips Inlet, draining Lake Powell into the Gulf of Mexico. It's kind of hard to tell from the current, if the current's going out or not. We'll get a little closer and check it out. See right through there, Lake Powell. And we can actually walk across the sand right here and be on the other side of the inlet. Well, hopefully that footage turns out. The currents were what I was expecting. There was an outflow going from Lake Powell to the Gulf of Mexico, and high tide was coming in, so you got a little bit of swirling action. And if you made it this far in the video, footage must be okay. I didn't delete it during the editing process. Well, there you have it, and there it is. Thanks for watching. I sure do appreciate that. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, press the like down below. If you want to see more of my content, hit the subscribe button. If you want to find out when I upload new videos, hit the notification bell. All of those things, sharing, commenting, putting questions or concerns down below, suggestions, all of that helps the channel. So I do appreciate everyone who's doing those things. And I appreciate anyone who just takes the time to watch my little videos I make. Thank you very much. I have merch. I have the Matt the Lizard Beach Access Conserve parody shirts. I'm probably going to discontinue them soon. So if that's something you're interested in, you want to look in the link in my description, you can check that out. And I also can do a cameo for you. I sold a couple cameos over Christmas. Thank you to those folks who ordered them. Personalized video for you, or I can do one for your business. All right, and very affordable. Well, remember, you are important, and the world needs more people like you. Matt the Lizard, out.